today is a 178-kilometer flat stage. There will be some climbs on the way, so we will need to be wary of that. I'm not sure if we will send our, polka dot jersey out, Patrick Conrad, into the break today. We will just see where everything progresses and look at his energy and find out if he's good to go for the break or not. I assume we are a favorite. No, we aren't. Oops. It's not really that hilly anyway. There's just a Cat 3 near the end. But I'm pretty sure it'll be too much for some of the sprinters, especially with their energy level. We are still in the yellow jersey, so I believe he'll be able to hold that till about stage 11, which is when we're pretty much going to give it up. So we have yellow and green, but we're wearing only yellow. We also have polka dot and white, but we're wearing those. So Dylan Groenewegen takes green, since we still got yellow. Not really sure what that was back there. It looked like dirt or something. I'm not too sure. So do we send Conrad out today? That is the big question. So we cannot lose the green jersey today, and I'm pretty sure we will not lose the green jersey for the rest of the Tour de France. So I'm just debating on wanting to send Conrad out or not. Do they see him as an overall threat? He's 9 minutes back, so no. What's his energy situation? It's not good, and honestly, I think he'll be fine not getting any points today. He has 34 already, so I don't think it'll be that much of a loss if he does not get out into the breakaway and get some points today, especially with the guys in the break right now. Have no polka dot points. Yeah. Valgren, I'm pretty sure does. He's got 5, but that won't be nearly enough. Nason has none. So it's not really like there's many polka dot contenders going out in the breakaway today. So we should be absolutely fine. And I'm excited for that rest day, so we can get everybody recharged for when we head to the Pyrenees and then the Alps. And Peter Sagan will hold the green jersey or yellow jersey till about stage 11, which is where we will presumably relinquish it to Geraint Thomas, Primoz Roglic. Those are the two big contenders for it currently. Daniel Navarro from Team Katusha Alpecin is out in the break. Julien Simon from Cofidis, Oliver Nason from AG2R, Peterson from Trek Segafredo, Marzinski from Lotto Soudal also there, and Valgren from Dimension Data. And we also have a CCC rider going out there. There's Maximilian Ricchesi next to us, Magnus Cort Nielsen. Those are two guys that could definitely still be around. They are decent up the hills. Nikias Arndt as well. These guys could definitely be around for the final sprint today. So Julian Alaphilippe's team is already starting to pursue. We got people off the back already. Darwin Adapuma, the young Colombian climber. Taylor Phinney, the American right there. Emmanuel Buckman, 5th in the overall standings right now. So I don't think Stefan Kung out in the breakaway from Team Groupama. I don't think we'll be able to we'll let this breakaway out very far. I'm pretty sure De Kooning, Quickstep, or Movistar maybe, or our team Bora will try to bridge that gap. So there's Chad Haga, another American. Maximilian Scotchman right there. And there's our rider, Patrick Conrad, in the polka dot jersey. Hopefully he can keep that on his shoulders. And you know, I'm happy with having the yellow jersey with Peter Sagan at this point. Definitely not going to be mad when we lose it, as we will have Buckman right there trying to gun for it. But this is the point in the race where we really haven't been to the mountains once. We only really climbed up La Planche des Belles Filles, which Sagan actually hung around pretty well in. So now it's time to move forward in this stage a little bit. The Cat 2 climb is the first on the day. It looks actually really steep. I'm not sure what the percentages will be. We'll see when we get there. But it looks on the road map, it looks really steep, from what I can see at least. Yeah, it's like 15% here. Jeez, this could be a Cat 1, honestly. It's just so short. About 16, 17% here. People can easily be dropped off. This could have actually hurt a lot of sprinters early on in this stage. Dylan Groenewegen off the back already. Wondering, Mark Cavendish, Marcel Kittel, Mark Renshaw, all off the back. Eric Zabel's son, Rick Zabel, off the back. So already a decent group of riders off the back. And the other sprinters, John Deaconcolb, Trek Segafredo rider, off the back. So it's already going to be a tough day in the saddle. That was a really, really steep Cat 2 climb. Upwards of 16% in some areas, which is never, ever an easy climb. So about breakaways about 4:51 ahead. Stefan Kung and Peterson are in their own chase groups, and it looks like a 6-rider group all the way out front. Peterson's about 120 behind Stefan Kung, around 2 minutes. So the Cat 3 is coming up here. I don't know if really anybody's really big on for the polka dot there. Maybe Valgren, because he's the only one that has points. But we'll definitely be in for the intermediate sprint when it comes to that time. I'm not sure if we'll even have a competition for that, because of course we're pretty far ahead, and I'm not sure how many sprinters are going to be around still. Peloton's got 154 people. Nobody really dropped off in this Cat 3 climb. Not too much of a challenge. There's those weird buildings again. That yellow one. Strange. So I just kind of want to do this downhill, and then we'll head to the intermediate sprint. Because, you know, downhills are really fun in this game, especially when you're riding as Peter Sagan, who can rip through them. I've always kind of wanted to get Julian Alaphilippe, too. So the upcoming Pro Team mode that you'll see on this channel soon. Our ultimate goals are to have guys like Sagan and Julian Alaphilippe on the team, because that would just be fun guys to ride with. So there's the white jersey Scotchman. Took it away from Egan Bernal, but I'm pretty sure Bernal will be able to get it back in the mountains. Unless there could even be a split today, honestly, in the late stages, especially with people attacking up that Category 3 climb. I could definitely see maybe Michael Matthews, Julian Alaphilippe, Alejandro Valverde, somebody attacking. I actually would bet my money that Roglic is going to throw in an attack, because Roglic might try to get yellow from me today, but we'll be right on his tail. And we just completely outsprinted him in the stage where T.S. Benoot went last time. So 154 people in the peloton, 153 now. Marcel Kittel's really the only sprinter off the back now. Everybody else rejoined. Dylan Groenewegen. Mark Cavendish is back. Just trying to have a little fun here on this downhill. So I'm curious to see where if Dylan Groenewegen shows up, because if he is here, we could definitely see him give a shot at the intermediate sprint, because he's wearing the green jersey, but it's definitely not belonging to him. There's a fall, the team director said. I'm not sure if it's a big fall. Doesn't really look like there's a big split, honestly. and if there is, it's not anything severe. So it looks like the fall really did not impact anything with the peloton. So I would say probably the strongest rider in that group on the sprint would be Nason, maybe Valgren, so I wouldn't be surprised to see either of them win. But if Stefan Kung was out there, he would definitely have a shot at that intermediate sprint, which they really don't have a point in going for. There's just a small, in real life, there's a small cash prize for it, just a couple €100. But they really have no point in putting in extra effort for it. So the winner of the intermediate sprint is Valgren. Yes, yep, Valgren won the intermediate sprint. We're about 2Ks away. Viviani, the sprinters are going to partake, so because I see Viviani, Laporte. I also see Van Avermaet, Dylan Groenewegen. So I'm waiting to launch mine until, I don't want to launch mine first, so I'm just waiting for everybody else to go. Is anybody going to go? Laporte's going. Oh, Caleb Ewan shot out of a cannon. We're coming up on his right, though, to the right of Ewan, to the line, and Peter Sagan will get 7 points for the intermediate sprint. 5 stage wins on the Tour de France so far, I believe, so it's definitely a good start for us. Dylan Groenewegen got 4 points. Cat 3 climb coming up, so I'm pretty sure that will not be good for the sprinters. After the intermediate sprint, I'm pretty sure a lot of guys will get dropped off. Oh, a big group got dropped off. Let's see who's in that group. The 69 riders, Groenewegen, Rein Terame, Ilnur Zakarin got dropped. Wow. Definitely not strong for him. So the feed zone is coming up after this, so I'm not against feeding these guys right now, so they can have some left for when it's important, which will be near the end of this stage. Nason gets the polka dot points, only 2 on offer there. Feed zone upcoming. Peloton whittled down to 39 guys. Wow, that's actually surprising. So I assume no other sprinters. If it's a sprinter, it's Michael Matthews. I'm not sure what other guys are going to be in here. 64 now, but I'm pretty certain that there will not be very many of them left after this Category 3 climb near the finish. The breakaway will not make it today. They will be caught because we are a minute 20 back here, and we're going to start our finish here. So yeah, 128 people back in the peloton, so definitely a big regrouping. Dylan Groenewegen way off the back. Anybody in danger of elimination? No, not yet. Dan Martin is looking for the stage today. I guess his teammates are riding for the breakaway to come back. So we could definitely see Dan Martin make an attack on the Category 3 climb. So we're about to catch the group of 2 here because the breakaway is whittled down to 4 guys, separated into 2 groups of 2. Julien Simon and whatever the CCC rider's name is, because that's not his real name. And now Oliver Nason and Michael Valgren out in front right now, leading the field on. 56 seconds in front of us. And they really will not. They have 0 chance at winning this stage unless they do something unbelievable that I've never seen before at one of these types of stages with teams chasing them. Really wide road here, actually. You don't usually see roads this wide in the game, so that's definitely cool. Michael Morkov off the back. Stefan Kung. Louis Meintjes. Rein Terame. Ian Boswell. Danny Martinez, the Colombian from EF Education First. Peterson, who's in the break. Villermoz. Nicolas Ede from Cofidis, who actually abandoned the real tour today. Greipel, Groenewegen, Cavendish, all off the back. Oh, Yves Lampaert, Christophe Laporte, John Degenkolb, Ilnur Zakarin all fall off of this group. So now the peloton is down to 78 riders with about 26 Ks left. Getting out of the nitty-gritty, this Category 3 climb, I guess, has narrow roads and a steep descent, maybe. I'm not sure what those road things mean. but they definitely don't mean good things. So the road could definitely be narrow. So a couple guys have been dropped. That's a Balcamalama group. I'm looking to see if there's any other sprinters around. I see Alaphilippe. Oh, Michael Matthews is still here right now. So he could be I bet he's our biggest adversary right now. Sonny Colbrelli's still around. Only 45 seconds off 45 off the breakaway. We can pretty much see him. Patrick Conrad is doing something stupid. Get back here. What are you doing, asshat? Not sure what the point of that was. I need somebody protecting Buckman, though. Actually, could give Conrad a feed, and then he can protect Buckman. Yeah, I kind of like that idea, because Conrad's definitely the best climber, or the best climber that's not Emmanuel Buckman on this team. TJ Van Garderen off the back. He's in a big group, so now Peloton down to 52. Stephen Kruijswijk fell off the back. Simon Geschke. Ilya Viviani was around for a while, but he ended up falling off. I'm surprised people are falling off at this stage in the race. It's not really that. It's flatland, and we're not even really going that fast. Serge Powell's has fallen off. Wow. This is surprising, seeing so many guys fall off the group at this point. Alexander Kristoff is still around, so is Magnus Cort Nielsen. So those are some sprinters that we might be facing off against. Xander Murasi fell off the back from, I believe, Team Wanty Group Gobert. Alright, here we are approaching the climb. Will we see an attacker, or will we not? Here we go. It's very, very narrow, yeah. Just waiting on any attackers. Doesn't look like anyone's really thinking about it just yet. Breakaway is in sight of us. I mean, we can see them. They're in sight. Izagiri is leading this field. Howson behind him. Egan Bernal moving up the right side of the road. Geraint Thomas right behind him. 12 and 11 from Team Ineos. Tom Dumoulin. He's a big GC rider. Is that Bardet sneaking up on the right side of the road? Jakob Fuglsang. "36 seconds back still, but it's not really going to be a worry. They will not be able to hold that out the whole time. So let's just fill up Emmanuel Buckman's energy. Same with Marcus Berghardt, so they can stay with this group. "37 seconds now. Steve Cummings has fallen off the group. There's a big 30 rider group. Who else fell off? Arnaud Demare fell off. Is Kristoff off? Kristoff, Colbrelli are off. So I guess it might just be us and Michael Matthews if he's still here and not in trouble. That's what it's seeming like it's going to be. Us and Michael Matthews. And Greg Van Avermaet's still here, actually. But, you know, with us, we're definitely the best sprinter. I think maybe even in the whole field. But I'm not sure if Michael Matthews has anything. Oh, Matthews has fallen off the back, so I guess it's just Van Avermaet and me, pretty much, for this last sprint. 38 seconds behind. Both Izagiris, excuse me, are near the front here on Team Astana. Gorka and Jan. Alright, time to go for Sagan. We gotta make sure this brake comes back. Not sure what the descent's really like. So we've broken off from the peloton, and they really don't have anything for us here, actually. It's downhill to the finish here. The peloton really had no answer for my pace. I guess Izagiri was slowing them down so much they had no idea I was going to make this move. I didn't even have to really attack here. Just ripping down this descent. $11Ks left. Are we going to have enough time to hold this out front? So we are out front now, and I don't know if they'll be able to keep the pace that we have right now. So we are just going full out here. We're not going to use any attack meter in case we're going to have to come down into a sprint here. 49, 50. We are really moving against this peloton. I guess groups are attacking to get to us, but we are not really an overall threat. They can attack all they want because I would love them to come up and battle me in the sprint. You can see the peloton behind me, but that's a 57-second gap. Now down to 45. They're really moving. Somebody must be on the attack. Probably Dan Martin, Tom Dumoulin. They do not want me out this far. I guess they see me as an overall threat, which I'm not. Simon Yates has fallen off the back. Gonna give Buckman some red gel here while we're on our little move here. Wasn't even a planned move. I was just trying to bridge the gap on the descent, and I guess we broke away from the peloton. Completely unintentionally, though. Alright, so we are out front 20-something seconds to the guys behind us. There's a 7-rider group coming towards us now. 8. It's got Bardet, Dumoulin, Nibali, Fulsang, Kwiatkowski, Dan Martin. So a couple overall contenders, but not really the two guys that are the favorites right now, which are Roglic and Geraint Thomas, who are the closest to me in overall standings. So we're about 4Ks away here. We have broken away from the groups. And I'm certain that if this 8-rider group catches us, then it really does not make a difference what happens. We will be winning this stage. So and with all of our, we didn't even have to use a bit of our attack bar. So that is a big plus for us. Almost 1K left. They're coming up on us about 15 seconds back here. They're making their moves. We're going to need to sprint here. And it's not even going to make a difference. We're going to leave these guys behind in the sprint. If they were even in our zip code, they live across the country now. Peter Sagan wins again in stage 9. Is that 6 now? Because if it is, that's a pretty awesome Tour de France for us so far. So we win. Buckman hopefully was fine. Did not lose any time to anybody else. But our move right there had mostly everybody stunned, I guess. Just put the pedal to the metal when we needed to because I wanted to make sure the breakaway got caught without. And I didn't want to really deal with any attacks, even though it was a completely unintentional break off from the peloton there. No one really even close to us in the last 1,000 meters. Looks like a Sunweb rider got second. So you know the drill. Bora in every jersey still, maybe? Really depends on what Scotchman did. So we win the stage, of course. There we are with the yellow jersey. Peter Sagan, the green jersey. Still us, Peter Sagan. Polka dot, that's us, Patrick Conrad. And the white jersey, Maximilian Scotchman with the white. So that's perfect for Bora still. Bora never left the podium today. And we're leading the team classification too. So that is a big plus for us. We got 13 seconds on everybody else, which is nice. So where did Emmanuel Buckman end up? Did he lose time? Nope. Buckman lost no time, which is perfect. Marcus Burghardt, actually impressive. He stayed with the group. Egon Bernal lost time. Wow. He must not have been able to keep up with the big pace. So we're now up to 1 minute lead, but as we know, it's not making a difference at all. We're not riding for this in any way. We will not win the yellow jersey with Peter Sagan. We're winning the yellow jersey. If we do, it's with Emmanuel Buckman. I've stated that many times, and I'm not going to switch from that. Patrick Conrad, so the polka dot jersey. The green jersey we have by a landslide. White jersey, Scotchman. We might even be able to keep that. I'm not crossing my fingers, counting my numbers, whatever you say. Team classification, that's us. Balgren is the most combative rider, which means he was most aggressive. So thank you for watching. Stage 9 here of the Tour de France was a really, really good result for us, and we did it again. Sagan wins. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.